Does it sound any better, or Meg? I feel like we need confirmation.
Well, we should like keep playing and make sure we
Oh
all
yeah,
talk and stuff.
yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, let's all talk.
Okay.
I
I'm
really
like,
don't like Joseph.
I'm like freaking like gagged from this freaking lady that's like was hitting you, and then now she's this like what? And like she's like, I'm just like thrown off.
They
Joseph pecks her on the
obviously
cheek.
have a very interesting home life, and I'm really sad for all the children involved.
Unless
Yeah.
unless they're like polyamorous, like consensually.
I mean, that's fine. Yeah, of course. I just like, it's more just like neither. I just, yeah. It's also she doesn't seem to fit the other family.
Yeah.
That's part of it. Okay, she smiles. Mary, sweetheart, did you put Krish to bed? I'll have to go look for him. What? You'll have to. Joseph takes a moment, regains his composure. Mary, this is our new Samwise and his daughter Amanda. I'd shake your hand, but I have a glass of wine that I need to tend to.
That's
I
very
love her.
important.
Nice to meet you, Mary, for the first time. Charmed. Well, I have to go over there now. Mary leaves. Oh God, this is so awkward. I wonder if Joseph knows. I wonder if Mary knows that Joseph knows. I wonder if Joseph Mary knows that I know. It takes all of my energy not to run away from the barbecue and start fresh in a new city. My wife has a wonderful sense of humor, but please, you two enjoy the barbecue. All the guys are really excited to meet you. Amanda and I mill around and try some of the food spread out on the table. I pick out some deviled eggs. Amanda grabs a small paper plate and immediately begins piling it with baked goods. Ugh, I don't want to have to make friends. Come on, Dad. Who are you going to party with when I go off to school? But I don't want to have to do pleasantries. Dad. Ugh, they're going to talk about the weather. Go do it. Make a friend. But how could I possibly abandon my only child at a social function? That's bad parenting. This plate of cookies is my new dad. Bye. Amanda shows me into the center of the yard. Well, here goes nothing. I look around the party and surprised to see some familiar faces. Isn't that the barista from the Coffee's Man?
Yes.
Didn't I meet that guy at the bar? Didn't that guy throw a frisbee at my head? Isn't that the guy who was throwing a fit in Dead Gotham Beyond? Isn't that Amanda's teacher? Hey, I know Craig. But wait a second. All these people live in our cul-de-sac? That can't be right.
This is amazing.
Okay,
Talk to Damien, because we haven't had a conversation with him yet.
True. I want to talk to Matt. I spot Joseph chatting with the guy from Dead Gotham Beyond by the grill. I wonder what they're talking about. I walk over to them. So I'm curious. Can you walk me through why you had your house painted black? Where do I even start? The house stays warmer in the winter. It provides an artistic contrast to the rest of the neighborhood, and it complements the crimson interior perfectly. It's definitely an interesting choice. Thank you. I'm very proud of my abode. Samwise, I was just having a conversation with Damien here about his aesthetic design decisions. Damien regards me up and down with a warm but critical eye. How do you do? I don't believe I've had the pleasure. I think I saw you in Dead Gotham Beyond the other day. Damien's face turns bright red. I must apologize for my behavior on that day. You see, I take the goth lifestyle very seriously, and to be caught in a ruse by such a corporation as Dead Gotham Beyond was profoundly frustrating indeed. I hope you know that while my anger may have been justified, it was no such way for a gentleman to act. It's okay, man. Do tell me about yourself. New to the area? Yes, my daughter and I just moved in the other day. She was the one I took to Dead Gotham Beyond. Very good taste on her part. Does she partake in the goth lifestyle? I think for a second. I look over to Amanda, who's hanging out with some of the older kids in the neighborhood. Hey, Amanda, would you consider yourself goth? Amanda yells back. I necessarily try to fall under any one specific label, but I guess if I had to choose, I would more describe myself as twee hipster with some normcore leanings. Oh my God.
Wow.
That is so intense, but legit.
That's
okay.
Great.
Bats are cool though. Pity. Are you enjoying the party so far? Oh, definitely. Thanks so much for putting this on. It's nice to be in a cul-de-sac where everyone is so friendly and welcoming. Amanda walks up to the conversation. I also like The Lost Boys a lot. Really good movie. Does that count as goth? That would be it would be, my dear. I don't believe we've had the pleasure of meeting. Damien Blood March at your service.
Blood March.
Oh my god.
Blood March, wow.
Blood
Damien finishes
March.
the sentence with a flourish and a bow, producing a single rose and offering it to Amanda.
Wow. He had
Amanda
like
blushes and
roses
a gesture
hidden
with a
on him
curtsy.
and everything.
Yeah, where do they hide him? Where does he hide them? In his cape? Does he have pockets in there, you think? That are just like hidden?
I feel like pockets would make a cape way more useful.
Oh, for sure. You could only store things light, like roses.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it would get too like heavy.
Yeah.
My, do you know how to treat a lady? Hello, Amanda. Ew. Seemingly out of nowhere, Joseph's twin kids appear. Are they speaking in unison? Hey, won't you come play with us? No.
Oh my god.
Come play with us forever. Guys, enough of the creepy twin stick. We've talked about this.
Wow.
Christian and Christy slowly back away. Where do you think they got that from? Mary pops in the conversation, wine in hand. I don't know. Mary takes a long sip of wine. I think I might have taped over VeggieTales VHS with The Shining. Who knows? Oh my god. She takes another sip of her wine. Where's Krish? Wasn't he with you? You had him a moment ago. He's probably stuffing dirt in his mouth. He'll be all right. Toddlers are pretty resilient. Mary tips her glass to me. Ain't my first time to the rodeo. It's my fourth. I have squeezed 4 little. Sweetheart, would you do me a favor and please find Krish? That would be great. I'm sure he's fine. Mary. Okay, geez. Mary finishes her wine and wanders off. Dad, can we go now? Lucian, have I introduced you to Samwise yet? Hey, it's that punk from Amanda's school.
Oh no.
I remember you.
He's a jerk.
Whatever. Yeah, that's no way for a young man to speak to his elders. Be polite. Lucian bows. Whatever, sir. Lucian bows again. Mr. Christensen, may I have a veggie? Oh my god. Their name is Christensen? Chris Christensen? Christy Christensen? Christian Christensen? Krish Christensen. No.
Wow. That
is awful. I couldn't even remember all their names because they're just all variations. That was too intense. Okay, Mr. Christensen, may I have a veggie burger, sir? Coming right up, bud. Are you vegetarian? Yep. Make that 2 veggie burgers. Did you know that some people in the Victorian area were vegetarians? They described carnivorous type people as bloodlappers. Dad. That's really interesting, Damien.
Nice.
Joseph turns to the girl. Just a hint of tattoo peeks out from underneath his sleeve. I can't believe I didn't notice it before. It looks like the bottom of an anchor. Whoa, is that a tattoo? Yep, I wasn't always a youth pastor, you know. That's so cool. Want to see mine? What? Lucian pulls back some rubber bracelets, revealing a lopsided 666 in black ink. You can see it on his hand.
Nice.
My buddy gave me a stick and a stick and poke tattoo last week. I think it's healing up pretty good. Lucian. We'll talk about this later. That's pretty cool.
It takes longer than a week to heal, though. Like, I'm pretty sure. But I don't know.
But just the tattoos in general, or?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. But I feel like by a week, I mean, I suppose it probably is like healing.
Yeah,
even
I guess
if it's
so.
not healed.
Yeah.
But yeah. That's pretty cool. What's the significance? I don't know. I just thought it looked sick. Well, in my opinion, the only reason you needed to get a tattoo is because you want one. Careful though, that number carries weight. Man, Joseph is way cooler youth pastor than I thought. I just figured youth pastors pop out of the womb with a Bible. Did before preaching. Okay, I want to go talk to these people. Matt, Hugo, and Craig.
Yeah.
Oh.
Matt and Hugo seem to be embroiled.
Interesting people.
Matt and Hugo seem to be embroiled in intense discussion. Craig looks on, smiling politely. I walk over and say hello. Well, I don't think it's fair to try and compare 2 art movements like that. Periods in art only exist because they're unique. They're a unique byproduct of the social and political climate of a time and place. And try to make something like, say, the Rococo period and compare it to postmodernism in America, you're completely disregarding the context in which a work of art is created. Matt and Hugo seem so busy talking that they don't notice me. Craig leans in. Dude, I have no idea what's happening.
That's so relatable.
I also think that is relatable, but I kind of want to talk to them, but also I don't know. That kind of comparison just eliminates the reason art movements are so important in the first place. You're not wrong, but I think there's no harm in comparing one work of art to another. You could definitely say one painting is better than another if you're evaluating technical skill from a purely formalist standpoint. If I showed you a piece and then showed then something by the Dutch master, one would you say shows more technical prowess? I'm so lost right now. I sure are worried. Glance over to Craig, who returns it. Well, sure, you could say that the Dutch masters were technically more skilled, but I would argue that while Dutch masters were better painters, Matisse had a better paintings overall. Art is dead. I'm gonna do this.
Really? Are you sure?
Yeah, I just did it.
I
want him to be awkward. Oh well, that painting of the guy with the apple in front of his pretty nice. Matisse rocks. That's Magritte. Oh. Right. Sorry. You're fine, dude. We were just discussing the importance of context when talking about artwork. Listen, all I asked was if you liked Van Gogh or Picasso better. Hugo throws up his hands in frustration. But they represent two completely different art movements. How could I possibly choose between the thick, creamy impasto of post-impressionism and the abstractionist beauty of cubism? Man, that's all way above my head. Me too. Haha, it's all good, man. The cool thing about art is that we all perceive it differently. A single piece could have a totally different effect on each person that looks at it, and that's awesome.
I love Matt.
Just one minute about that. I know, he is the best. Hugo, please. Sorry. I get real fired up about art stuff. Samwise, how are you liking the neighborhood? It's pretty nice. Everybody's been super friendly. Seems like your daughter is fitting in just fine. Matt points across the yard to where Amanda, Daisy, and another young girl are playing. They're all sitting cross-legged on the grass, picking weeds and weaving them into little flower crowns. It's pretty adorable. The girl I don't recognize jogs over to us. What is it, sweetheart? Oh. It's a flower crown. I thought you'd look cute in it. Aw. Well, there's only one way to find out. Aw. He takes the flower crown and puts it on his head. Am I cool now? The girl stares at him, thinking it over. Nope. But you're slightly less uncool than you were before you put it on. Haha. Hey, Samwise. This is my daughter. Hello. I'm Carmencita. Amanda comes over with Daisy in tow. Dad, look, I'm making friends. Are you making friends? You better be making friends. They're all making friends. Yay! Professor jackets and vests. Wait, are you saying I have a thing about bow ties? Hold on.
Meg said that Hugo looks like my type. And I said, are you saying I have a thing about bow ties? And she said, and professor jackets and vests and glasses and pinstripe pants. I can neither confirm nor deny these accusations. And Faye, Matt is your husband now?
It's canon.
And Pinter, I can confirm. Oh my gosh. Okay. Hold on. Sorry. I think both of you cut up for me for a second. Frig,
no.
My thing is already dropping.
Aw.
It might be. We might have to call it.
Really?
Stuck for me.
Oh yeah. It's like.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Can you hear me?
We can hear you.
Do you think? Well, we've been streaming for 2 hours, so that's pretty good.
Okay, I don't know if you can hear me, but
yeah, we can hear you.
I don't know if it's just where because it's 9, so
yeah. Okay. Yeah, that sounds good. We've had a pretty good stream, so why don't we do the announcements and pick someone to raid, and yeah, okay, so stuff we've got coming up includes Mario Day, which is March 10th. A bunch of us from EdgeCase are going to stream. We're going to take turns streaming Mario games of various kinds. Do you recall what some of the other people are doing, Ash and Faye?
There was talk of some Mario World Kaizo. You were thinking of composing some stuff in Mario Paint.
Yeah, I'm really excited about that actually. And
I'm super excited about that.
And so people are talking about
close out the event once everyone's done their own individual thing. We were going to do some Mario Kart 8 with viewer participation.
I'm excited about that too. Actually, I hope that I'm able to join in on that one. It sounds like fun.
Yeah, I was thinking about playing either doing a trying a Super Mario 64 randomizer or like a Super Mario 64 hack, but
Yeah.
none of those two.
Also, we've just recently announced that we're doing a marathon, our first user submission marathon of like speed runs and showcases of all kinds of different queer games and queer ways of playing games. Let me just see if I can grab the info here, if I can.
It's Memorial Day weekend, so May 22nd through 25th-ish. We probably won't do all 4 of those days, but
Yeah, it
those
depends
are
how many submissions there are. Oh yeah, it's going to be called Undefined Behavior, and it's yeah, we're going to open submissions on March 14th. So yeah, anytime between March 14th and April 1st, you can submit your games to run in our marathon. And let's see what else. Oh, and you can get more info about that by joining our Discord. Have we put the Discord link in the chat? Oh,
Yeah, I just
I haven't seen the bot posting it, but
there it is.
yeah.
there it is.
And then we're gonna play this game some more in 2 weeks from now. We're gonna play more of Dream Daddy on Sunday, March 15th. So you can come back and watch some more of this. Yeah, and I think that's all of our announcements. So for right now, we're gonna raid Sil. Let's see here. Silverfire. What is Silverfire playing right now?
Till is playing Final Fantasy IV Free Enterprise, the open world randomizer of FF4. I believe they are doing the current tournament stuff.
Oh, that sounds
Is
like
it actually a race? No, it's a practice.
Okay, cool. Well, that'll be fun.
But yeah, the new flag set is pretty fun and interesting, so
Great.
I think they probably have about a half hour, 45 minutes left to go.
Okay, cool. Thank you everyone for watching. Thank you, Ash, for playing Dream Daddy. That was really fun.
Yeah, I'm sorry that there were some weird technical difficulties and it kind of looked like it got fixed. But I'm really excited to try. I'm really excited to play again. So
Yeah, for sure. So yeah, be sure to follow Rubash319 and Sealy Faye. I'm Must Be Tuesday Music, and yeah, we'll see you all